He tells me 3 things will change your life. Number 1, the events you attend. Today is an event. Number 2, the people you meet. You have met me today and I have met you today. Number 3, the books you read. I am giving you context from books. I'm not smart. It's just because I've read many books. I'm joking, I'm smart. That was a joke on a light note. Seriously, our next person for the X, I bet none of you has heard about this word. Can someone try and pronounce it? Huh? Thank you. I know you've learned sounds, so you can easily look at the vowels and the consonants and pronounce it. What does it mean? Anyone? The word tenacious means a person who is forward thinking, who is open to change, and is a person who always wants to pursue better things and better life. Tenacious. One person I've come across in all my research is called Albert Einstein. How many of us have heard about Albert Einstein? Wow. We all know his story. Let me tell you what you do not know about Albert Einstein. Very great, profound leader. History has said he's one of the most profound and intelligent human beings that has ever lived. His IQ levels were at a different pedigree. Albert Einstein, guess what? Did not speak until he was 4 years old. How many of us knew that? He didn't speak until he was 4 years old. The doctors thought he was a laggard and was catching up on life. The first words he ever spoke was, "The soup is hot." At 4 years. So they asked him, "Hey, Albert Einstein, why were you not speaking all along?" Because doctors had tested him and said, lost cause, maybe he's deaf, maybe he's dumb. He'll never amount to anything. The soup is hot. So he was taken to the hospitals by the parents to find out something that was irregular. Why does this guy speak? Because an average child speaks the first words about 6 months, if they're special, about 8 and 9 months. 4 years, he didn't speak. He told them, "I had no reason to speak. But I was observing the world." When he went to school, he used to ask weird questions to his teachers. And they were so surprised and shocked. He would ask weird questions about nature, about light, about how birds fly. But guess what? When he grew up, he's also a Nobel laureate. Nobel Prize winners are called laureates. How many of us are aware? Maybe one of you one day may become a Nobel laureate. We do not know tomorrow, do we? No, we all don't know. But what made him special is in 1922 he won the Nobel Prize for Physics. His formulas, number 1, he proved mathematically that the atom exists. How many of us know the atom? What is an atom by definition? Hey, I'm going to ask questions. What's an atom by definition?
An atom is the smallest particle of matter.
Awesome. He mathematically proved that an atom exists. So in 1922 he won the Nobel Prize for Physics, and for his research for photoelectric energy. Correct? Yes, later he designed other formulas. M is equal to? No, E is equal to? So what's that? The theory of relativity. Yes, even today the most brilliant minds cannot figure it out and what it means. A genius, powerful, impactful. That man was tenacious. Always forward thinking, always researching. Guess what? He was a profound leader, not because he won the Nobel. In 1952, Israel had lost their president. So they approached him and told him, Albert Einstein, can you do us the honors to become our president? And he said, I am extremely humble, but I'm also greatly saddened that I cannot accept to be the president of Israel. He was a leader and one of the best leaders. I love his quote. My favorite quote of all time from Albert Einstein said, and I quote, please pay attention. Imagination is everything. It is the preview of life's coming attractions. I repeat, imagination is everything. It's the preview of life's coming attraction. Tenacious. If you're to become an impactful leader, honorable, what does tenacious mean? Hope you're paying attention.
My name is Brittany. This tenacious means to be forward-thinking and open-minded.
Wow. Remember, exam. Please never forget this acronym. Never. Exam. Because life is an exam. Everywhere you go, as you grow up, because I've been told our ages range between 12 and 18. As you grow up, you realize that life is an exam. People hate exams. I'm seeing the body language of some people. How many of us love exams? No one. Come on. You should love exams because they are part of life anyways. A stands for aspirations. How many of us know Usain Bolt? Drum rolls, the big round of applause for him. Even if he's not here. What do you know about him? Anyone? Anyone? Yeah. Your name?
My name is Nominee. He said a movie for fastest runner for I think 100 meters.
Usain Bolt is a great leader. How many gold medals are you seeing around his photo? Count, please. If you want to get closer, please go closer and count properly. Anyone wants to count? Yes. Chairman, come count for us the gold medals around his photo. There are 8. You've already counted from the back. Only you. Well, Usain Bolt is a man of aspiration. Wow. This guy has shocked the world. How did he shock the world? He's the current record holder for the 100 meters dash. He has the world record for running fastest 100 meters for a human being on 2 legs. And the world record is 9.58 seconds. Clinically, it was said it is impossible for a human being to run below 9 seconds. Why? Their muscles are going to tear and rupture. Their heart would literally explode. Their lungs would collapse. Ladies and gentlemen, Usain Bolt is the first human being in the history of the Olympics. How many of us know the Olympics? The world's greatest sports event. 3 times 3 Olympics in a row. 2008, 2012, 2016 to win gold medals. His record still remains unbroken. He said, and I quote, people train for 3 months and give up. I trained 4 years every single day, non-stop, to become the fastest runner on earth. 4 years. How many months are in 4 years? 48 months. How many days are in 4 years? Do we have some mathematicians in the house? Come on. Hello? Do the numbers. How many days? How many hours? How many seconds? and how many microseconds. It took him 4 years to train every day, Monday to Sunday, to become the fastest man on earth today. Do force the numbers. Anyone with a calculator? Yes, sir.
My name is Pastor Crichton. Took him 1,424 days.
Training non-stop every day. How many of us have got the hours? 24 hours times 1,001. How many hours to become the fastest man on earth? You see signature style. Whenever I cross the finish line and one goal, he did this. Gold. That's his style. Fastest man alive. 8 gold medals. 3 Olympics in a row winning gold. Usain Bolt. If you're to become a great leader like Usain Bolt, you have to have aspirations to be better every single day. The Japanese have a theory called Kaizen. I don't know if you've heard of it. It says micro wins every single day. The nth time you do something, make sure you're better at it than you were yesterday. Seek to be better as a leader than you were yesterday. One of the most profound human beings I've come across in my endeavors of research is called Napoleon Bonaparte. I believe we've all heard about Napoleon Bonaparte. History has it on record that he was equivalent to 40,000 soldiers on a battlefield. One single human being, one single man, equivalent to 40,000 soldiers. How? You people, you're honorables today, but you're wondering and asking yourself, have there been others who've been as great as I may be feeling, or as great as I could be tomorrow? Yes. There's nothing new under the sun. The wisest man that ever lived, King Solomon, son of David, said, there's nothing new under the sun. They've done it. Now, Napoleon Bonaparte was profound. What made him special and impactful was his mission-oriented ideologies. He always had a mission, and missions are anchored and crystallized by goals. How many of us have leadership goals? How many of us have said what you meant and meant what you say? You campaigned, you made promises to your people. They are watching you. You may not know. People don't forget. Do they forget? How many of you have promised someone something and they remind you every single hour? Okay, every single day what you said and promised. Don't point fingers to anybody. People never forget. And as a leader, people will always keep watching you. Even after 30 years from today, if you promise someone something, they say, who's the ambassador here? You're the deputy, right? You've made some campaigns, You've made some promises. Hey, 30 years from today, people will never forget if you don't fulfill. People will never forget. Hey, the promise is what? No, it's a debt, you forgot it. The promise is a debt. When you promise something, deliver. Napoleon Bonaparte was so profound.
Point of interruption, Mr. Trainer.
Yes,
the deputy head boy during the campaigns promised the people
that
he would remove Posho from the menu.
Has he delivered?
And then they asked, but what about us who love Posho? I'm wondering during the campaign, before you move to the next point, how can you help us to deliver the truth?
I have a session for that in the next slide.
I just hope you won't forget to
I will not forget. Hey, I cannot forget. There are certain things you cannot forget as a coach. Hey, let me ask you a question. How many of us forget the amount of money that you have in your wallet? Okay, how many of us have some money in the wallet? In your wallet? Okay, how many of us have a wallet to start with? Okay. How many of us have forgotten the amount of money you came with today? People never forget money. Hey, come on.
And how many don't have?
How many don't have a wallet or don't have any money? And want to get some money one day. One day. Your own money. And then do your own thing. Aspiration. That's good. That stands in the aspiration. Everyone aspires for something in life. I'll address that, Miriam, shortly. Napoleon Bonaparte was one of the most intelligent military generals. It's been said he's the greatest military general that has ever lived. Why? This guy had a very high level of emotional intelligence. I believe you've heard about emotional intelligence. He knew the names of all his soldiers. He had millions of soldiers. He knew the names of all the wives of his soldiers. And he knew all the names of the children of his soldiers. How he pulled this off, I have no idea. And I have no clue. He was so profoundly impactful as a leader. People were willing to go to the moon and back for him. Let me tell you a secret, leaders, honorables. There are some people who will love you and they're willing to go to the moon and back for you. But there are some people who will hate you and they're willing to take you to the grave. Hello? How many of us have haters? Okay, how many of us think we have haters? Yes. The sad truth is that as a leader, not everybody will love you. Not everybody will like you. Why? For whatever reason. It's just a fact of life. But as a leader, you have to keep moving. You have to keep going. Napoleon Bonaparte was mission-oriented. It is said, arguably, that he was sick and had epilepsy. Maybe that's what gave him an extra advantage. To have a very sharp and strong memory. When he went to the battlefield, he did not go at the battlefield with a strategy. All he would do is observe and watch, and then adapt and wins battles. One of his most profound war he fought was called the Italian campaign. How many of us do history? In class. I guess at the right time, when you encounter this man, you'll be surprised. I'm just giving you just a summary because we have a little time going. Exam, remember, exam. Okay. Hey, are you a relevant brand? What are your interpersonal skills? Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, 99.99999999 to infinity% about leadership is about how good you are with people. I'll repeat that. 99.999999 to infinity% is about how good you with people. Because you are chosen a leader, not of horses or of gods. Are you? You are going to lead people. So people. How good you are with people. Your attitude. I say in my book, my first book, Out of the Crowd, that bad attitude stinks. But most of all, it stings. That is bad. It will never take you in a place.